What's up, guys? Elijah Scheidler here, owner and supervising broker of Venue Real Estate. And one of the key fundamentals of my real estate practice was informed by an experience that I had moving into the Bozeman area. Now, my wife and I spent close to 2 years in El Salvador working with an NGO that served 5 client groups of people who were caught in destructive lifestyles like prostitution or gang activity or coming out of prison or orphans. And we helped to merge them into sustainable business practices that help to earn a lifestyle, that help merge them out of their destructive life patterns. Now, as a result of those experiences, they transformed me and my wife in how we think about ourselves, how we think about others, and how we combine in community to create an environment of thriving for all of its participants. Now, when we merged into Bozeman, all of those experiences were at the forefront of our minds and hearts. And as we got out into the community, there was a person who saw us that we showed up at an event. They saw me walk into the room. I'm 6'7.5". It's the half inch that makes me look tall. Came across the room, stuck out a hand and said, "Hey, I don't think I've seen you. Are you new to town?" Throughout that conversation then, they asked about where we had come from, why we were passionate about being in Bozeman. And as we told them about all of our hopes and desires, they listened with such rapt attention, asking open-ended questions, repeating things back, expressing awe and appreciation for what we were bringing to the Bozeman community. Now, my wife and I left that conversation convinced that we had found the most awesome town on the face of the earth. So welcoming, authentic, open, vulnerable, and pursuing us to see what we were about and how they could serve. Now, the person kept contacting me and my wife, and as they saw me throughout the community, they beeline straight over and ask if I'd had any new social structures, innovations, or anything of that nature. And I would just share passionately about everything that was moving forward with making my dreams a reality, until we reached about the 8-week period. Now, I remember in that conversation, them asking, "Wow, it sounds like you have really long-term vision for our community. Have you thought about what you're gonna be doing for housing?" In my innocence and vulnerability, I told them no, that I thought we were just gonna be renting. My wife and I were still trying to figure out whether we were gonna stay for the long haul. And so since it was only gonna be about a year or two, and we really wanted to just stay in a renting situation until we had firmly decided on how we're moving forward. At that point, the person said, "Wow, it sounds like you have a really solid plan moving forward. That's great. We'll talk to you later." And that was the last time that we had one of those honest, open-ended question, vulnerable, authentic conversations. It wasn't until 2 years into my real estate practice that I sat straight up in bed at 2 a.m. and said, "Holy cow, that person was totally farming me." As a result of that experience, it completely solidified my values for authenticity and vulnerability within relationships. All the years in service industry, as I served people who would come into coffee shops that I worked at, I would ask them, "How is your day?" Now, the momentum, the purpose, the heart behind my question was literally asking, "How is your day?" Now, people would most often answer good, or, not too bad, or lived a day in paradise, which I actually found out is not them celebrating that they've actually found their way into paradise. It's sarcasm. But then I would often pursue the person further when they would say, "It's good." My follow-up question would be, "Well, what's one thing about your day that served to make it good?" Which often just confused people because they're not truly thinking about how their day is. Now, I think it's the interactions with other people who ask, "Where are you from? Wow, that's so interesting. You're coming here with such amazing ideas, and I really love that, but I'm really just giving you the benefit of relationship to reel you in for you to give me a paycheck." That people have had that experience over and over and over so many times in life that when somebody authentically and vulnerably asks, "How is your day? What is your passions here in the Bozeman community? What is your vision for your life, and how are you merging forward and making that a reality here in the Bozeman area? When people ask that and people hear that, they tell themselves there's no way that this person really means that they want to hear it, retain it, and serve it with the fullness of their person with no strings attached. If you want to hear more about Venue Real Estate, what I'm up to, and how I hope to serve the Bozeman community, reach out to me at the contact information provided at the end of this video. I'd love to sit down with you, connect, hear what you're up to in your neck of the woods, and find out how we might be able to collaborate together here in the Bozeman community. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.